Welcome, everybody, to the final score. I'm your host, Nicholas Marcinov, and today we are going to be making our NFL Week 18 predictions. Now, Chris, this is a show where I've challenged you, as well as others, to try to predict the NFL season better than anyone, and I've offered up a jersey out of my pocket if you guys were to beat me. Is that correct?
Yes.
Perfect. So it's legally binding that you are into this competition, and it's not legally binding that you will win.
Yes.
Awesome. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm sorry. I just went into host mode. So welcome everybody. I hope that you all are having a good weekend. Before we get started, just wanted to say I hope Damar Hamlin is doing well. I know that he's just woken up out of his coma and he told the Bills that he loves them. So great news to hear that. We'll go ahead and talk a little bit more about it, but it's also been talked to death. So, we might touch on it. But so Chris, are you ready to hear about the rankings from last week?
Yes, because I know I did bad last week.
Well, who knows if we would have done a little bit better because the Bills and Bengals game did get canceled. We decided it was best to just take the game out from our predictions like it never even happened. That's the way NFL is treating it. That's how we'll treat it. So, still tied for first is myself and my little brother Ben. We went 10-5 last week for a record of 162 and 93. When are we going to break this tie, dude? Followed by you. You're in third place, unfortunately. You're at 156 and 99. Followed by Tanner at 148 and 107, and then DJ with a record of 138 and 117. He's 24 games behind first place. It's quite the
Can he do
uphill.
it?
It's the uphill battle for sure.
Yeah.
Uh, but let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get into week 18, the first of the Saturday matchups. It's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the I almost said Oakland, the Vegas Raiders. Who you taking?
Okay, so with this game, I'm looking at it this way. The Chiefs have clinched already. They're gonna
They've
probably be
clinched hard.
yeah, they've clinched hard. They are probably most likely going to rest their starters and any key players that they will want in the playoffs. And then the Raiders are probably going to tank it a bit because really, I mean, there's no point of them winning right now. And even with the 49ers resting some of their star players last week, the Las Vegas Raiders were not able to win in a very close game. So I'm going to take the Chiefs. It's a no brainer. You can't go against the Chiefs no matter who they do or do not have.
Oh man, you can't set me up like that, Chris.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you can't set me up by saying you can't go against the Chiefs when I'm clearly going to go against the Chiefs.
Oh my goodness.
Week 18 shenanigans are alive and well. I actually see this game. Like you said, the Chiefs are going to take it a little bit easy, right? And the Raiders, they have nothing to show for it, but Josh McDaniels.
McDonald.
Yeah, that guy wants to kind of show out. And the backup quarterback comes in, throws for almost 500 yards or over 500 yards. Does a ridiculous job last week, enough where it got my San Francisco 49ers defense in the fantasy league to get -3 points.
Oh
So
my
thanks a
god.
lot, Jared Stidham. So yeah, I'm going with Jared Stidham and the Vegas Raiders in a meaningless Week 18 matchup. And who knows, if the Kansas City Chiefs lose this and the Bills win their matchup, I believe the Bills become uh, the number one seed, and so we won't have any controversies. Fingers crossed. We'll see what happens.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, I guess you guys will be breaking up that tie.
you don't know. You don't know.
Oh, I do know.
Uh, Tennessee Titans at Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll tell you guys a little bit about this. This is going to determine the who wins the AFC South. It's win or go home for both of these teams. And the Jacksonville Jaguars, they have been alive and well. And the Tennessee Titans have been dead upon
Alive,
arrival. Uh,
barely.
it it's been quite strange. I know Tennessee is planning on playing their starters. Jacksonville wouldn't have it any other way. But I believe since 2002 or 2005, one of those two, I think 2002, the last game of the season for the Jacksonville Jaguars has not been won by the away team since that time span for almost 20 years, which means that the Jacksonville Jaguars should keep the tradition going and win the last game of the season. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars to win the AFC South against the Tennessee Titans.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna be going on some superstitious, stuff from 2002.
What are you talking about?
Um,
This is pure analysis.
okay, sorry, I'm not gonna go with the analysis of
Thank you.
this fact about 2002, but I'm gonna go on the sheer fact that Tennessee is just terrible this year. They looked good the last 2 years. Whether it's because Ryan Tannehill is playing hurt, or if he's out, or if it's the defense just not showing up, the offense not showing up. The Jacksonville Jaguars in the last few weeks have been looking really good, really clean. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm gonna go with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
You sound like you're going off of superstition kind of stuff. I don't accept that
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
because of 2002.
Sure. Let's
Yeah.
go with that.
All right, let's move on to the Cleveland Browns at the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh my God! Look, God. So this is one of the matchups where it's like I don't know who to pick, because it's like the Steelers can either go one of both way, one of two ways. They can either be really good and show up for once, or their quarterback Pickett will probably have the worst game of his life. And then the Browns just, even with Deshaun Watson, it just does not seem like they're gonna do anything. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Steelers, even though it seems like most of the time this year that I picked them, because for the last two picks, they've always lost every time I pick them. I'm hoping that's not the going to be the deal this time, because man, if the Steelers lose to the Browns, I give up hope. I,
I
I will say, hold on. I will say I want them to lose, because if they do, I win $20. If they win, I might lose $20, depending. I have a bet going with one of my coworkers.
Is it the same bet as last year?
Yeah, it's the same
How do
bet.
you guys end up in this situation every
It's,
time? Like it comes down to the last game.
I don't know. It's so weird, because it's the same thing that last year, because the stupid Steelers had a tie at least one game.
Yep.
Yeah, so
So the bet that he's referring to is he bet a coworker that the Dolphins will have a better season than the Steelers. Obviously, the guy took the bet. It'll be $20 either way. Um, yeah, I want the Steelers to win because Mike Tomlin, he would be 9-8, and you would just keep that same record of not being below 500. But whenever I think about it, I have to go with the Browns. I think that this is going to be kind of like the calling card for Deshaun Watson. You know, Kevin Stefanski. You go get this guy because you want him in big divisional matchups, and their entire time span, they've been the little brother to who else but the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think that this is going to be a game where you have to get Deshaun Watson and show the fan base exactly why they should be back next season watching the Cleveland Browns, supporting the Cleveland Browns.
at a massage
So,
parlor.
and yeah, just stay away from massage parlors in Cleveland. Unless you want a free autograph, I'm sure he'll probably be browsing it. Uh, let's move on to the Baltimore Ravens at the Cincinnati Bengals. So this matchup has an interesting stipulation because the Bengals Bills game was canceled. The Bengals have automatically won their division based off of winning percentage on the season. However, the Baltimore Ravens, if they win this matchup, will and they face each other in the playoffs, home field advantage will be decided by a coin flip. Kind of ridiculous if you ask me. But this is the NFL's way of saying, like, hey, we don't know if the Bengals would have lost and then you guys beat the Bengals for a second time if you guys would have won the division. I understand where they're coming from, but it's kind of ridiculous. Uh However, it wasn't going to be fair to somebody, and now we know it wasn't going to be fair to the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't think that that will be an issue, though. I can see the offense coming out to a strong lead and then just letting the defense kind of coast. I'm going to give it up to the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, the Baltimore Ravens, they have a chance to win, but it's a very slim chance. They just haven't been looking too impressive this year, especially as of late with Demar. I was about to say Demar Jackson, Lamar Jackson being out. It's just they're not looking too hot this year. If I were them, I would just rest them up. Let the Bengals take it.
Yeah. All right. How about the Minnesota Vikings at the Chicago Bears?
Oof. All right. Well, the Minnesota Vikings, I feel like the last few games haven't been looking too hot. Um, but they're playing the Bears, who the Bears just suck. They don't have an offense, they don't have a defense. The only good player is Josh Fields, and that's not saying much. I'm sorry. Um, but this is a game that I feel the Vikings have to win. Like I know they've probably already clinched. They have clinched their division. I mean, there's nobody remotely close to them in the standings. But I feel like they just have to win this game to show, hey, we're here. Like we're not just going to be one and done in the playoffs.
So you're going Vikings.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm also going Vikings for the same reason. Like they got to show something, man. Like
Yeah.
that loss to the Packers was horrible. It was the Cowboys game
All over
all
again.
over. Just come on, Vikings. You got to do better. And this is a perfect beat 'em up game so you can get better. It's almost like having a bye. Almost.
Almost.
Uh New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills. So I already kind of touched on the Bills and Bengals game from last time. Uh, Bills, I believe they've won the division. And
Yeah.
now they're really just trying to play for home field advantage throughout the playoffs. If they win this game and the Kansas City Chiefs lose, then they will have home field advantage. However, if Kansas City Chiefs win their game, they have home field advantage until championship game if uneven. Anyways, the New England Patriots are still fighting for a playoff spot, I believe. I think that they're trying to get the last one or they're one of the lower seeds. I know that this is going to be a big game for them. They want to show out. The Buffalo Bills, they're going to be playing for Damar Hamlin, who went into cardiac arrest on the field Monday night. Uh, Gosh, and it does feel wrong doing this. Oh, it feels so wrong, but I'm going to go with the Patriots. I know that they are going to be playing for. Yep, yep. I know
Excuse
they're playing
you.
for Mar Hamlin, but I can kind of see the emotions kind of getting in the way. I'm going with the Patriots, the most emotionless team in the league.
It's only because of Bill Belichick.
Yep.
Oh, well, I'm gonna go with the Bills. Yeah, their emotions are high right now, but I feel like as a team, and this is kind of a weird way to say it, but as a team, they kind of grown a little bit closer because of what happened. It's
Oh
kind of
yeah.
weird to say that, because it's a terrible thing that happened, but I feel like they want to win for him. And, and that's what's going to be the kind of make it for them this week is to actually have this game, win it for Damar. So I'm going to go with the Bills. The Bills, I don't think the Patriots have what it takes to beat the Bills.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll
We'll
see.
see. All right, moving on. It's the New York Jets at the Miami Dolphins.
All right, so the Dolphins have lost 5 straight. Let's just get that out of the way. The Jets, they only put up 3 points against the Seahawks team that has no defense whatsoever. So, do I think the Dolphins are going to win? Hell yeah, I'm going to go with the Dolphins. Do I think the Dolphins are going to make the playoffs? Well, that just really depends on if
You need
Patriots
help.
win. Yeah, I
Yep.
need help. I need help. Send help.
Yep. I'm all about that Finny fun. And I think I keep picking the Dolphins every week, but you guys have the best wide receiver in the league. I will fight anybody on that. Who am I talking about?
Tyreek Hill. You know
That's
what? You need to
correct.
make the thumbnail. I'm breaking the fourth wall, but you need to. Have you seen that meme where it says like something changed my mind?
I'm not doing that.
Come on, he's calling
No,
you.
no, no.
Like Tyreek Hill's the best wide receiver in the league. Change my mind.
Let's make the whole episode about that whenever we briefly mention it. Plus I already gave Tyreek Hill love whenever you guys killed the Texans.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. Maybe next
So
season.
maybe next season. Carolina Panthers at New Orleans Saints. So this game is meaningless. It's just draft order, but not even for the Saints. It's for the Eagles at this point. The Carolina Panthers had their chance to win the division or at least prolong winning the division from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They led that game, and then Tom Brady does what Tom Brady does. And Panthers lost. They're out of the playoff race. New Orleans Saints beat the best team in the league, but they get eliminated because the Packers beat the Vikings. I saw somebody say that's the most New Orleans thing to ever happen. And I'd say, you are so dumb because hiring Dennis Allen was so bad. I hated that. I want him to be fired so freaking much. I think I'm going to make a video dedicated to why he needs to be fired and not given a chance number 2. Let's not Oakland Raiders this situation. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm just going to talk about the New Orleans Saints. I think the Panthers are the better squad here. New Orleans Saints next season are going to look vastly different. And I'm just going to go with Carolina. I think that they are playing a better game right now. They have a little bit more heart, whereas the Saints, they're just trying to get by. So I'm going with the Panthers.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the go. I'm there. I'm gonna go with the Panthers too. Saints. It's just like this. Like you said, it's a meaningless game. So just the Panthers are gonna be the better squad. They're gonna show up.
Yep. All right, let's move on to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Atlanta Falcons.
All right. Well, Atlanta Falcons actually beat the Cardinals that weren't at home. That was
That was a
kind of
shock.
a yeah, that was a shock to
We
pretty
had
much
to go
everybody.
to therapy for that one. We were like, how did
Yeah,
this happen?
and then I had to go to double therapy because I thought the the Buccaneers were going to lose to the Panthers, and that was a dumb move. But and they were close. They were close. But this is another kind of throwaway game because Buccaneers already won the division, so they're going to playoffs. But the Falcons will lead for the majority of the game, and they give it up. Yeah, they're gonna choke. It's gonna be 2016 again.
Yep,
Yeah,
2016. Uh,
2016. Never
yeah,
forget.
like I said before the video, Tom Brady's never lost to the Falcons. I can't see him losing this game. And he certainly does not want to let another rookie get their first win in the league off of him.
Hey, he let Brock Purdy do it.
That's what I was referring to.
Yep.
All right. So, oh, also with the Buccaneers, I'm going to be in Florida next week. We don't know when Tampa Bay is playing their playoff game. It might be Saturday, it might be Sunday. If it's one of these 2 days, I might be able to go. If it's on Saturday, can't go. Sunday, who knows? I
Okay,
might have
kind of
to.
play.
I might have to go fire the cannons.
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm Mike. We'll see. Houston Texans at Indianapolis Colts.
Oh Lord. God.
I don't even want to break down this game. Do you want to break down this game, or can we just skip to like coin flips?
Okay, so we have a dumpster fire going against a dumpster fire. Which dumpster fire is going to beat the other dumpster fire?
They certainly
Um,
saved the worst game for last.
yeah, that was good. Good job, NFL. Good job.
Yep. You guys planned this thing all out.
Yeah, no,
Uh all right. So for myself, we'll go heads, Texans, Colts, tails.
all right. And whatever you pick it, I'll do the opposite.
Again, dude, you saw how this went last week with the
You know
Jets
what?
and
Strike
Seahawks.
that. Strike that. Never mind.
I've got the Colts. Oh God.
Actually, that's the team I would have thought I would want to anyway. So
You want coin flip or are you going Colts?
you know what? I have a 50-50 chance of getting a dumpster fire. So let me get the coin flip.
Oh no, you have 100% chance of getting a dumpster fire. It's just which one.
Which dumpster
Oh,
fire?
it fell. You got Colts.
Okay, I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable with
God, I hate
that.
this matchup. I hate this
Yeah.
matchup so freaking much. They
Can we move
wanted to
on?
prolong week 18, and it's like this is the exact matchup where people are like, why? Why?
They're gonna be gouging their eyeballs out with spoons at this game.
Exactly. Exactly. It, oh, I bought a ticket to a game early on into the season. Sees the matchup. Never mind.
It's like, can I get a refund?
Goodness gracious. I hate this game so much. Um, Arizona Cardinals at the San Francisco 49ers. You get a breakdown this one.
All right, so we all know. I'm gonna take your line. There's three things that are oh fuck,
Guaranteed in life.
guaranteed in life: taxes, death, and the Cardinals losing at home.
Yes.
But they're not at home.
They're not at
But they're
home.
but they're playing the San Francisco 49ers. I'm
And
gonna
they
take the
lost
49ers.
last week when they weren't at home.
Yeah, so without Kyler Murray, they just don't look the same, and it I can't say that one person, especially a QB, makes a huge difference. But when it comes to Kyler Murray, he's able to scramble. I'm sorry to say, he can scramble out of tough situations and run like a toddler with something in his mouth. Um, but yeah, no, I'm gonna go with the 49ers. I know they're gonna be resting a lot of their players for the playoffs, but it just they did that last week with the Raiders, and the Raiders still couldn't win.
Yeah, I'm going with the 49ers.
Brock Purdy for um for MVP. Yeah,
It, what I think is funny is like if they do rest their starters, they're playing Brock Purdy because he is the like
the
very,
only
very backup.
he's
They're
the
not
only
resting
quarterback
Brock
they
Purdy.
have.
Yeah, he's the only guy they have left on the roster at quarterback. So it's like everybody gets a day off, except for you, punk. uh,
It's like that episode of SpongeBob where like they have the imitation Krusty Krab. He's like, all
yeah,
right, everybody scram, and he's like, except for you, you stay. And it's the clown.
that's exactly what I was referring to, dude. That's what I
Oh
had in
my
my
god,
mind where like everybody leave, get out of here. Except for you.
except for
You can
you.
stay.
Oh,
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's move on to the did we already talk about the Rams game?
No,
No, no, no, no.
no.
Uh,
We talked about two dumpster fire teams, not just one.
right. Dallas Cowboys at the Washington Commanders. I Okay, so this one is kind of interesting because Ron Rivera is playing for his job. I don't think he should be playing for his job. I don't think he should be in Washington to begin with. He is too good of a head coach, too good of a guy. He does not deserve to be part of the Washington Commanders organization. And that's not me saying, he doesn't deserve it, like he doesn't deserve to be in as a head coach like Dennis Allen. He doesn't deserve to waste his talents there.
Yeah,
The Dallas Cowboys now have the opportunity to play for the number one seed, have everything run through them. They need the Eagles to lose, but they have the chance. And you're welcome, Cowboys. You're welcome. I didn't want the win, but you got it. Um, So I think with that in mind, I can't see them really resting. I think that they will go semi easy, maybe not pull out all the stops as they would, but I'm still going with the Dallas Cowboys to beat the Washington Commanders. I hope Ron Rivera will be able to be the head coach next season, but if not, hopefully he lands uh, somewhere else that will respect him more.
it's that time of year, Cowboys fans, where you start to choke. I'm going with the Commanders.
You're going with the Commanders.
Yes, I feel like they are going to spoil the Cowboys and getting that number one seed.
Like milk.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can dig it. I love it. Um, LA Rams at the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh boy. Well, both these teams kind of suck. But man, this is a tough one because yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. It's just I don't know. The Rams when they played the best defense in the league with the Broncos, they absolutely demolished them, and then the next week they just crumble. I don't understand it. Do I want to go coin flip? Do I trust Geno Smith or do I trust Baker Mayfield more? Screw it. Give me the coin flip. No. Yeah, coin flip.
All right. Tails will be Seahawks because it's an eagle.
Okay.
Heads will be Rams because they have horns.
Okay. The verdict.
I really thought we'd be picking different, but we're not
Seahawks.
going to be picking different this week because it landed.
On
One
tails.
second, build up that dramatic. I don't have the logo right now. Give me 1 second. I know I have it. Uh, a lot of dramatic effect here. I'm sorry. Okay, so back it up, back it up, back it up. Chris, I really thought we'd be going different right now, but we're not. We're going the same because it landed. Gosh darn it, heads.
Oh,
We're both going with the LA Rams.
all right. That's fine, I
It
guess.
seems to be the trend that every other game Baker Mayfield goes off. So this would be the second game uh, after
The
he
50
died
point
down.
plus game.
Mm-hmm. So I like it. I'll give it to the Rams, and I hope my dad's happy. He says hello, by the way.
Oh, tell him I said hello too.
Oh, he watches the show.
Oh, hey,
Yeah, hey, we see you there on the couch watching this.
hey.
You- you're one of our best viewers. You're probably the only one who sticks through it all. So thanks, Dad. I love you.
Giving us the that watch time.
Absolutely, and we need it. We
Yes,
we need it. I'm losing subscribers as we speak.
like
Um,
one.
let's move on to the New York Giants at the Philadelphia Eagles. So
Ooh.
I talked about the Cowboys and Commanders. This game is going to be a little interesting, but also not interesting at the same time, because I think the New York Giants were the first team to come out and say, yeah, we're resting all of our starters. Um, Whereas the Philadelphia Eagles, they are planning on playing Jalen Hurts to secure the number one seed. If he doesn't play, it goes to show that the injury that they've been sitting him on might be worse than we initially thought. I'm going to say the Eagles because they should beat the Giants who are resting players, but I'm also not going to put it against the Giants. They could surprise us.
Yeah, they're going to surprise me at how terrible they are going to be next or this week.
Okay. I think I hear you loud and clear. You want the Giants.
No, I actually
You want
want
the tie. The
no. Yeah,
tie.
I want the tie. I
You do
want
want the
the
tie?
Eagles. No, I want the Eagles.
uh all right. LA Chargers at Denver Broncos.
Oh, that like I thought you were going to say something like you were disappointed at this matchup or
I
something. I'm just
am.
like,
Oh my god, I hate this matchup so
uh,
much. And the fact that it's the second to last game, it's not even like hidden in the morning games where there's like 4 million of them. It's one of the very last games. And because we
pre-prime
live in
time.
the LA area, we will get this game on TV. We have to be the ones to watch stupid Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos. Bro.
So I'm just gonna say a few things. So Chargers, I've been looking up. Broncos have been looking down. Broncos country is gonna ride into the sunset to their house. I'm going with the Chargers.
So at the start of the season, my dad and I, we went game by game and we said the Broncos are going 4-13 this season.
They're pretty close.
They're 4-12.
Oh,
We went game by game. I said it all throughout the season. The Broncos will be last in their own division amidst everything. But I think I was wrong.
uh-oh.
I think they're going to get a fifth one.
Oh, oh no.
I know. I
Oh
know.
no.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But the Broncos are going to win this matchup against the Chargers, who really don't have anything to prove. They're going to already know who they're playing in the matchups the next week. They're going to be focusing on that. Who cares about the Denver game?
Or
And now
maybe Denver can get that timeout.
we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see. Uh the last matchup, the the
The
NFL
last matchup, the regular season.
of the regular season. The NFL did it right because they knew that this has the most playoff implications. It's the Detroit
Ooh.
Lions at the Green Bay Packers. Now, the big question is like, what's going to happen in this matchup? The Detroit Lions, they have to beat the Packers to win. I think they also need the Seahawks to lose. The Green Bay Packers just have to beat the Lions, and then I think they hold the tiebreaker over Seattle. So even if they win, Packers are in. For the Packers, it's win and you get in. For the Lions, it's a little bit tougher. They just have to win. I love that this matchup's going up last because of it's there's so much intrigue. So whenever it comes down to it, I thought about this. I'm okay. So first off, I'm going with the Detroit Lions just to ruin the whole surprise. But here's what I'm thinking. Okay, the Lions right now are playing out of their mind. They want this more than anything. They want it more than Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Chris, do you remember a couple weeks ago whenever Aaron Rodgers gave that interview, or at least, the rumors uh from the back where he wants to be the starter as long as they still have a chance to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
It would be such an Aaron Rodgers thing to say that, to play well, keep their playoff chances alive, just so Jordan Love doesn't get a chance to be the starter. And then whenever it's time, he loses. Jordan Love never gets to start a game this season because Aaron Rodgers is too selfish to even let the Packers have a chance. I'm going with the Lions. I'm going for the heart of Detroit. Give me the Detroit Lions.
You know, that was so beautiful. And I was gonna be picking the Packers, but I can't go against the Lions.
We love the Lions. We love them this season.
Yeah, even though they did pretty crappy last year, we love them this year.
Yeah, absolutely. They're lovable losers.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for our NFL Week 18 predictions. Chris, thank you so much for coming on the show every week. I really do appreciate it. And of course, stay tuned for next week whenever we do our NFL wildcard weekend predictions. That's going to be, dare I say it, wild.
Oh, but I want to say thank you to everybody who's tuned in week after week, this whole entire 18 weeks. You're beautiful people, and we love you.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm beautiful. I love
Yes.
myself. All right. Thank you guys so much. Like Chris said, we do appreciate all the support, and we'll see you guys next weekend. Have a great or forgot my own outro. And that's the final score. Thank you and good night.